Hey, hi, hello everybody. Hope you all doing great. I'm myself Sridhar Shravan. I'm a trainer. So today I'm going to train you on electronic circuits. Initially we're going to do a basic circuits. Later we're going to use a board called as Arduino board in which we're going to code and we're going to make some things. So let's get started. And to do this, we need something called as Tinkercad. And this is the URL for the Tinkercad. What you can do is you can open your browser and you can search for Tinkercad. Yes, you're gonna search for Tinkercad. When you search for Tinkercad, you're gonna click on the first link. So when we click on the first link, the page is gonna load like this. And before we start, what we're gonna do is we're gonna join the Tinkercad. So here you can see join. So let's click on it. And here we have a lot of options. So let's click on the last one, that is on your own. So let's click on create a personal account. And if you have a Google ID, you can click on Google ID, or if you have an Apple ID, you can click on Apple ID. So I have a Google ID, so I'm gonna click on this. If you don't have a Google ID, that means your email address, your Gmail, something like that, what you can do is you can use your parents, or you can simply create your Google ID, that is your Gmail. That can be done in very simple steps. So I have a lot of email IDs here, so I'm gonna use yes, I'm gonna use this test mail for skilsa@gmail.com. I'm gonna ask us to agree for the terms and conditions. So it's almost done. So joining Tinkercad is very easy. All you have to do is click on join and you have to choose a email account. That's it, done. If you don't have your email account, use your parents' email. And here we can do in Tinkercad, it's not only we can build a circuits, here also we can build so many things, like we can build 3D models and so many things. So today we're gonna create a circuit. So I'm gonna click on circuits, and in circuits I'm gonna click here. When I click on circuits, I get to see a button which says create new circuit. I'm gonna click on it. So this is a Tinkercad, and here we can see a Tinkercad editor. So this is a place where we're gonna build our circuits. Before we start, we can see pre-made circuits built from under starters. So on the right hand side, you can see there are so many components. And when you click on this, you get to see only the basic components. When you click on this, you can get to see all the components, or if you want only the basic, you can click on basic. You get to see only the basic circuits. And when you click on Arduino, you get to see only Arduino circuits. This is the board which I was talking about. And when you click on microbit, you get to see another board called as microbit. And also we have circuit assemblies. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll go for basics. And now what we'll do is we'll create a simple circuit. To create a simple circuit, first, what is a simple circuit? We're gonna take a battery and we're gonna take an LED and we're gonna make it glow. So it sounds easy. Let's try it. So if we scroll down here, we can find batteries. So here we have a 9-volt battery, and here we have 1.5-volt battery. So I'll take 1.5-volt battery. And I know many kids will be asking, what is this 1.5 volt? Volt is a measurement of current and or voltage. It is nothing but, if I can show you the circuit, yeah. So if you're going to create a simple circuit like this is going to be a battery and this is going to be the power. What happens is, in battery we have battery or power source, we have two polarities, that is positive and negative. So what happens here is, from a battery, from the negative side, there will be electrons flowing from this direction and it will go to our LED and it comes back to the battery. So if the one cycle completes of an electron, then the light will start glowing. So the electrons will move from negative side to the positive side, and whereas the current, there is something called as current, or power that flows from the positive end to the negative end. And so this electrons moves from negative end to positive end, and the pressure which is created to push this electron from a negative end to this positive end to complete a circle, that pressure is measured in terms of volt. That is actually volt in simple terms. So let's go back here. Yeah, here we have a battery, and now I have to turn this battery around. So here we have some options. You can see this. So this is an undo, this is redo, and when I click on this, I can delete this, and next to that we can rotate this battery by using this option. So at any point of time, if you have a confusion or if you didn't get what I said, then what you can do is just pause, go back and watch it over, watch it again. Now I'm going to click on this. Yes, I have rotated my battery. So whenever I click on this property box opens. You can give a name for this battery, and you can give the number of counts for the battery, like number of batteries you need. So one battery, if I give 2, there'll be 2 batteries. If I give 4, there'll be 4 batteries. And here we have type of battery. So this is called AA batteries, and we have AAA batteries, which is quite small in size, and still that is 1.5 volt. So let me make it as AA batteries with the 2 batteries. 2 batteries are enough. And this also has a polarity. So you can see here the red color. So this is the red side, that's a black side. You can see red here, the black there. So when I keep my mouse pointer on the red, you can see it says positive. When I keep my mouse pointer on the black end, it says negative. So this is a positive end and this is a negative end. And for the individual batteries also, we have a positive end and negative end and positive end. So these two batteries combined together, we have a positive end here and the negative end here. So now let's make a LED to glow. Where do we get the LED? So on the right hand side, here we can see an LED. Let me keep an LED like this. If you want to rotate the LED, you can rotate it. Let me keep it like this. And in LED we have cathode and anode. Cathode is a negative side and anode is a positive side. So this positive side has to be connected to this positive end, and this negative side has to be connected to this cathode, that is negative side. So to find the difference between the positive and the positive end is quite longer. When you see an actual LED, the positive end will be quite longer than the negative end. And here also you can see there is a bend for the positive end. Now let's get connected. So to connect this, what we can do is we have to click the point where we have to start. So this is a positive end, and I can click on the positive end like this. So what I'll do is, before clicking like this, I'll click once here and I'll go here. Now it looks good. If you want to change the color of this, you can select it, you can go here and you can change the color here. So I've changed it to red, and let me go for the negative one. I'll change the color to black. I'll click here once and it'll take a turn. Okay, so the positive end is connected to positive, negative end is connected to negative. Now we have to start. Now we can see that the bulb is not glowing. I mean, it's a LED, so LED is not glowing. So if you want to start the circuit, if you want to start the circuit or whatever the connections you have made, if you want to run that, what you have to do is you have to click on start simulation. Yeah, now let me click on this. So now you can see the bulb is glowing, but you can see the current through the LED is 136 milliamps, while the absolute maximum is 20 milliamp. So only 20 mil. The LED needs only 20 milliamp, but we are providing more than that. That's why the bulb looks like this. So let's click on stop, and we have to control this, or we have to resist this current. So we are getting a huge amount of current. We have to resist this current. To resist it, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use something called as resistor. So here you can see this is called resistor. What it will do is it will resist some amount of current. It will not allow the the entire current to pass through it. It will just resist some part of the current, and it only allows some part of the current to flow through it. So we're going to use this resistor. Let me take the circuit out. I'm going to click on this, click on delete, and let me connect it here. And when I click on resistor, it asks for a name and the resistance. So the resistance is measured in ohms. You can see this is called ohms. So this is milli ohm, and if we come down, this is kilo ohms, mega ohms, giga ohms. So we'll give it as only ohms, 1 ohms. So it will provide 1 ohms of resistance. And so that is connected to the positive end. It can be connected like this, or even it can be connected the other way also. It doesn't matter. Done. So let me make a connection for this. Yes. Now if I click on start simulation, the LED glows. The current through the LED is 120 milliamp, while the recommended maximum is 20 milliamp. So what we can do is we can go here, we can increase. I'll make it as 1 ohms to 1 kilo ohms. And if I start this, now there is no warning on it. I've increased the resistance. So this is a simple circuit. And for this, what we'll do is we'll add a switch to it. Whenever we click on that, the button gonna glow. When we don't click on the button, when we release the button, it's gonna go off. We're gonna use something called as a push button. Only when we push it, it will be on. When we release the button, it will be off. The circuit will be, the bulb will turn off. So for that, we'll take this off, and we'll use the push button. Here we have the push button. So we'll connect the positive end to this and the other end to this. So it has a 4 ends. We're gonna use only the 2 ends, 1A and 2B, 1A and 2A. So I'll take this, I'll go here, connect it, take it. Yeah. Now let me click on start simulation, and when I press the button, the light is glowing. When I release the button, the light is off. When I press the button, light is on. When I release the button, light is off. This is a push button. Like this, we have many components here. This is also another battery. This is also another battery. We have a breadboard, and we have other components. Now we will also use a motor. Okay, this is called a DC motor. So we'll use a DC motor, and for first what we'll do is we'll take the LED out. We'll take the LED out. In case of LED, we'll keep the motor. So in motor we have, this is terminal 2, this is terminal 1. So let's connect the terminal 1 with the negative side and the terminal to the positive side. Yes. From here to here. Yes. Now when I click on start simulation, and when I press the button, you can see that the motor is rotating. Just below that you can see a small number which says 353 RPM. That is rotation per minute. Per minute, how many rotation this motor can turn. But it's running very slowly. Why? Because we have a resistor. So what we'll do is we'll remove the resistor now. If I remove the resistor and if I connect this directly, and if I stop simulation, and if I press the initiator 0 RPM and I press this button, now it is turning at the speed of 5902 RPM. That is rotation per minute. So this is all simple circuits, and we have many other components here. And also we have something called as RGB LED. This is a favorite LED of mine. You know why it is my favorite? Because the name of the LED is RGB. R stands for red, G stands for green, and B stands for blue. So in this we have all these colors, that is RGB, all the colors. We can, with a combination, like we can make only the red color to glow, or we can make only blue color to glow, or we can make green color to glow, or a combination of green and blue, or a combination of red and green. We can do we can have a combination of many. So I'll remove the switch. For this we don't need a switch, so I'll show you how it works. And also this is an LED, so we're gonna take a resistor. And now let me rotate this. Yeah, let me keep it like this. Yeah, and let me make a connection. So here these are the positive ends. Wherever it shows red, that's a positive end. This is a blue, that's a positive end. This is green, that's a positive end. Which is a negative end? This is a negative end, which says cathode. Cathode is always the negative end. And now I'm gonna connect it to red, or let me connect it to green. And the negative end, I'll connect it to the cathode. And if I start the simulation, you can see it's green in color because we connected it to green. Now I'm going to take that connection and I'm going to put it back here. Yeah, start simulation. Now it's blue. Now it's blue in color because RGB. Where is the bulb? So first was green, now it's blue. I'll stop the simulation. Now I'll take this end, I'll put it on red, and if I start the simulation, it's red in color. If you want to see the combination of different colors, then now it is red. I'll take another wire from the positive end, I'll give it to the green. Now it's gonna be the combination of red and green, and we're gonna get, oh, just broke because we didn't use a resistor in between. Just, yeah, we'll take a resistor, turn the resistor to, yes, we'll keep it here. We'll take a connection from here, resistor, from resistor to the green end. So it's gonna be the combination of red and green. So the red and green combination gonna give us yellow color. Now I'll put this thing here. Now it's gonna be the combination of red and blue. Red and blue gonna give us pink. And next, green and blue combination gonna give us blue. It's a bluish. So like this, you can try with many different different combinations or different components. So this is all about the basic components. Now before I told you that we also gonna use a board called as Arduino board, and we're gonna code for it so it behaves in a way which we wanted. So let me quickly delete all this. Even in that we will do a simple circuit and we'll also code for it. So here you can, for the code, you can write the code or you can type the code. We have two interfaces. So if I go to code, you can see. So let me first take a circuit. Yeah, this is the board which I was talking about. This is called as Arduino and the version is R3. Yeah, here we have the board, and this is the Arduino board. You can see there are some pins here. It starts from 13 to 0. These are all the digital pins. We call it as digital pins. And we also have analog pins, so A to A5. Digital pins which gives the digital output like 0 or 1. Analog pins gives the range of values, maybe from negative numbers or 0 or positive numbers. And also we have other pins like V in ground. So if you want a ground, that is negative end of a battery, that is ground. It also provides the voltage of 5 volt and 3 volt. It also provides a power 5 volt and 3 volt. So using all this, we're gonna make a circuit. But before that, now I'm gonna click on let's click on code, and we have a default code here which says set built-in LED to high, wait for 1 second, set built-in LED to low and wait for 1 second. We are talking about this LED. Actually there is an LED here which has a resistor also attached to it. So when I click on start simulation, you can see this will glow. Yeah, the simulation starting. You can see the light glows, goes off, light glows, goes off, light go on, goes off. So this is a inbuilt LED. So it goes high, that is it will glow, and it will wait for 1 second, and it will go low, that is it will go off, and it will wait for 1 second. This keeps repeating. And also this LED is connected to this digital pin, that is digital pin number 13. So whenever this light comes on, there will be a current here. Whenever the light goes off, there will be no current over here. That is D13 or digital pin 13. So what we'll do is let the code be like this. Now we will attach a LED to it. So I'll put, this is 13. I'll put a resistor, and also I'll keep a LED. And from this is a ground actually, so this is a negative end. So from the negative end I'll attach it to the cathode, and if I click on start simulation, you can see this LED also behaves the same way how the ground built-in LED behaves. So yeah, also you can code for it. I'll stop simulation, code. It's not only that built-in LED, you can code for any of this, any of this port. So you can see here, I can take this, so sorry, not this, I can take this, I can choose any of the pin. For example, set pin number 10 to high, and I'll go to control. We have wait for 1 second. So we have output is all the from which to which we can give a signal, and input from the port which we can take the signal. Notation, if you want to add a comment only for your purpose, like for your understanding purpose, you can put something and you can keep it there. That will have nothing to do with the code here, or nothing to do with the Arduino, just only for your understanding purpose. We'll put it there, and we will write some descriptions about it. Next, in control we have these many blocks, and in math we have mathematical operations block, and variables we can create our own variables. So let me go to output, and from output I have taken this block which says set pin 0 high. I have changed that to 10. So where is the pin number 10? Digital pin. This is a digital pin 10. You can see here 10. So 10 to high, wait for 1 second. Then I can change it to 10. I'm gonna make it low, and again wait for almost 1 second. Now what I'll do is I'll take this, I'll put it here in 10. I'll put it here. So in the code, now I'll take this out. There is only this. So pin number 10, that is digital pin number 10, will be high, and it will wait for 1 second, and it will go low, and it will wait for 1 second. Click on start simulation, and you can see close, goes off, close, goes off, close, goes off. So how was it? I hope everybody liked it. And now what you have to do is, you learned it now like you have to get your hands dirty. What you're gonna do is, please try this, and you can try the circuit in different ways. When you use an actual circuit, some things may go wrong, the board may get spoiled, but here in the digital board, nothing will happen. So you can try n number of possible things here. And also we have many components here. You can attach all the components and you can try. There is this is actually piezo. This is actually a speaker. Now what you can do is, after the class, you can try this connecting to this. Instead of LED, you can try connecting this, and also you can use this one, our RGB LED. And also this is another motor. You can also try connecting a motor to this end and see how it rotates. You can see this will be rotating here. So after the class, the homework is, if you want to try, if you want to explore, you can try with this piezo. It will make some noise, and also you can try with the motor. So hope you liked it. Happy day everybody. Bye bye, tata.